All right. Got a service call about a Lowboy seafood cooler, a little two-door, self-contained, not cooling properly. This call was for a store at Ponce City Market for a Lowboy. I gotta say, this is one of my favorite places. How you say, a lot of scenery out here. We had the same call at another spot, but that one, the compressor was dead. If this is the same age or older, probably dying, or it just could be out of refrigerant. There were some piercing valves on this last one. We're gonna see with this one, if it just needs refrigerant, if it's low, if the starting components are bad. Generally, we just replace the compressor and the starting components. We just don't do starting components by themselves. So we're gonna go in and check it out and see what we got. We located this Lowboy, and we're gonna get in there, check it out. On the inside, there's frost on, looks like the THV side, so we're gonna get it de-iced first, and then we are going to diagnose it, because that's what we do. No cool refrigeration calls, really no cool anything. I generally like to check the airflow on the high side and the low side before doing anything else, because basically, if you ain't got airflow, you ain't got nothing. Knee pads, again. This is knee pad central right here, because we're gonna need knee pads like a mug. It's not even a thing. Maintain proper PPE, folks. Save those knees. We do this a lot. Knee pads are essential. Oh, Lord of mercy. See what I mean? Yeah. She's a frosty, my friend. It's all the way up, too. Those turn all the way up. So with this thing turned up as high as it can go, I'm thinking it's a skill issue. You know, user error. Let's get after it. We get to use this here, but we got to use it and vacuum at the same time, which is ridiculous. What's juice I got in this mug? Pull out all my crap. A lot of de-icing in this trade. It's good to have tools to gain an advantage over the machines. That crap. This crap. Oh, I'm gonna use these two. Ow. All you Ryobi haters, cover your eyes. All you Milwaukee sexuals and you La Femme Makitas. Y'all remember that show, La Femme Nikita? These are La Femme Makitas, because they use Makita, and they're good. I can't put that in there. Yeah, boy. Get a crack-a-lake, pop-a-lacka. Just need some hot water. I don't even need much. Just enough. Get this thing de-iced. I like these late in the day jobs. Most of the time they're calm. Stuff that could have been saved till tomorrow. But why wait till tomorrow when you can get it done today? Don't know. Actually, probably gonna wait until tomorrow. Overtime is overtime. I didn't have anything else to do. Okay. So weird. Get this all hooked up. Don't break it. You break, you buy. You break, you buy, my friend. You break, you buy. Okay. Purge. Let's get this thing popping. Be poppy. Poppy. Go ahead and turn this off. Here I'm going to waste more time than needed trying to spray the coil and vacuum at the same time. There's a floor drain right there at my feet. Work harder, not smarter. Wait, is that how it goes? I don't need this. It's just gonna drain into the floor. There's a whole floor drain. No slip hazard here. That wasn't so bad. We got it all de-iced and ready to go. So now we can open up the evaporator plenum, fan plenum, see what's going on inside there. Because all this ice was built up on the outside of the plenum, and there were no lines on the outside. So let's go ahead and open her up. Tell you right now, fellas, I'm just a guy with a wandering eye. Call me Forrest Whitaker. You want to find you a wife? Mosey on down to Whole Foods, East Ponce de Leon, because they out here. They say, sun's out, bun's out. This is something I used to do as a kid, you know, taking stuff apart, but putting it back together, well, now that's another story. Sometimes it's tricky trying to understand how to take this stuff apart, but a little practice and you get it, no problem. Jerk, come on out. There we go. Look at that. More ice. And get that out. And break the ice back out and see what this thing got on it. Neat. Now that the evaporator is de-iced, we can begin the humbling process, or as I call it, diagnosis. Sometimes you gotta get all the way up in them guts. It's a plastic pen. This thing's low. The coil is 100% clear. But on the other side, we're frosted to the max. To the max. Look at this. Handy dandy. Sometimes you gotta break some eggs to make eggnog, right? Is that the old saying? Is that how it goes? No one says that. Don't ask me how my brain works. There. Jeez. Oh. There we go. There are the guts. Looking like snow cone material. Where's this shit drain out? It doesn't look like it does. Like, why do you have a pan here if there's no drain? It just goes nowhere. It's the oddest thing. All right. Let's get some more water and get that chunk off of there. Okie dokie. We got this thing de-iced. To me, the frost pattern being that there was no frost on the core whatsoever and only on the capillary, well, right between the liquid line and the cap tube, signals to me that this thing low on refrigerant. So we're going to get out our leak detector and start sniffing around, see if we can't find a leak somewhere. All right, we'll put all this crap up before we even start doing that. I hate when my gloves get wet. Feels like I'm putting on old socks. Gotta keep a tight ship and a tidy workspace, and keep an eye out for damsels in distress. Come on now. There'll be some workers at this Whole Foods, boy. I tell you, not too chatty today. Get your together, boy. I mean, I could have poured it in the floor drain. It really wouldn't make a difference. Okay. Well. Easier to do standing up. Neat and orderly. Man. Get like vanished like a ghost. Okay, get off to the side. Right. He sees it. All right, we got our sniffer here. Inficon Detect Stratus. A service techie's dream. Good old-fashioned Detect Stratus. Do I have? Yes, I have regular refrigerant. There's nothing worse than trying to sniff out refrigerant and without the correct module, cartridge. You're trying to sniff out refrigerant and you got a CO2 cartridge in here or R290, you'll never find it. Let this warm up. We're going to get back at it. Back at it like a rabbit. Pull up pragmatic on that bad habit. These are the ravings of a crazy person. Drink more water. Brain's dehydrated. Guess I can take a picture of the data tag. All that good stuff. Delfield. No, not a video. Good old Delfield. I used to work on Delfield 4-drawer cases down in Florida. Those 4-drawer coolers that can go in the freeze, cool, chill, and thaw. My God. Those things were a pain. Everything was stuffed into an area that's about this big. So you got 2 compressors, dual stage compressors on each side, 4 defrost switches, 4 temp switches, or 4 defrost probes, 4 temp probes, 4 expansion valves, and 4 solenoids, all on this board about this big, and it's facing up this way, and you can't really see where everything is. All right, we're beeping, so let's go again. So I would think, especially with this D-Tech, you get up in a closed space like this and you don't get any hits you're probably good here. I can almost guarantee you. The probe for the potentiometer, which has freaking 4 wires on it. White is most likely neutral, green common or green ground, and then you have orange and black. My goodness. We're gonna go around back and open it up. I think we're good inside here. I don't think anything's going on in here. Huh. Interessante. In such an enclosed space, even a small leak would be picked up pretty much instantly. If there's a leak, it's somewhere else.
That's what I said.
Jermaine is like the little red guy that sits on my shoulder. Bro, I'm trying to concentrate. And the bees keep buzzing. They're everywhere.
I'm trying to work.
Hey. Got me tripped.
She was all right. Let me get this out.
Why so many screws, bro? Wait, oh,
That's where it would be in the back there.
wow. This stuff is stuffed in here, bro. Coil's clean. You have a drain. Why? Huh. Got this drain. Chances are, if there is no leak, then we got gasket issues. I'm not getting anything. Okay, so no leak in the evap, no leak in the condenser. It could be empty, but there are no ports. So it's not a very big unit. We got all this leak checked. There are 2 things that stood out to me. Let me turn this off. 2 things that stood out was one, oh, it's 404. What do you know? One, the potentiometer or the thermostat dial knob, the colder maker. It was turned all the way up with no leaks and the fan still running and no ice on the coil. It could, no ice on the coil doesn't indicate that there are gasket issues. This is more of a refrigerant issue. But there are no taps. Where the taps at? Let me find some taps. We got a process tube here that's clipped off, and one here on the suction that's clipped off. Ain't no taps on this motor.
Might just be running it too cold. I have no idea.
That frost pattern looks like it's low, but ain't no leaks. Interesting. We'll find it. We'll find something. Call Dillfield for authorization.
Nope.
What I want are service ports where I can reference the internal pressures of the system. But without taps, it's all a guessing game. Gotta figure something out.
Putting this thing back up. Ain't no taps. It's gotta be something, but it ain't taps. That's what it ain't. I'll tell you that much. Screw it. No, you scumbum.
Only downside to this climb is that the tips aren't magnetic, obviously, because it's a multi-tool. So your screws are always falling out. Well, nothing left to do but put this whole thing back together and plug her in and see what she drops down to, see if we can't find any other issues. Baby, 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 baby. Man, they were jamming that night. Kind of made me want to go skate.
Just try not to knock over any more herbs and spices. There's the whole KFC recipe over here in the corner.
Baby, 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 I got the feeling.
This is the most no drain having, drain line having motherfucker I've ever seen. Oh, there is a drain. It's a little hole back there. What did it do? There wasn't no water. That thing was full in the mug. There wasn't no water coming out that mug. Get this back together. And we're like, oh, you broke my
You break, you buy, my friend. Okay, all right. Tell that to the engineers who designed this crap, okay? No engineer. I tell you. All right, okay.
My bad. They jamming in here today. James Brown, Bobby Brown, Jim Brown,
Charlie Brown, brown rice, brown sugar.
Is my prerogative. I can do what I want to do. Oh, where's that holy hole? I'm really not. Boom, boom. Bang, bang. Pow, pow.
I sometimes speak in movie references. Don't worry if you don't get it. Nobody does.
1, 2, 3, 4. I need 4 screws, Chief. 1. There's 2. I need 2 more screws, champ. There's 1 here. 1 more screw, Cochise. He's still stuck in. All 4 screws accounted for. Let's go. Bring it home. Tell me why can I live my life? Kick it like this. Okay, this ain't gonna work. Me and you. Extendo clip. Bam. Oh yeah. You scumbag.
Now that did 300 damage to my HP. I need to equip some mithril or something. Terrible.
Oh, God. Can't leave a jump without any damage. Jesus. You're about to make me mad, man. These aren't even freaking screws. These are... I mean, they're screws, but they're machine screws. Take it easy. Take it easy, champ. He can do what he wants to do. It's his prerogative. I mean, he can live his life. There we go. It's his prerogative. He can live his life. Come on, leave him alone. Oi, what's all this then?
My accent's no bounds. Anybody can get this work.
Come on, man. Be a lad. Ambidextrous on him. Hit him with the right hand. Okay. You ain't so bad. You ain't so tough. Here we go. Neat. I like how they did that. Okie doke.
Chats out here with the people can make any job just a little more pleasant, even for this non-talkative, grumpy old man. Not me, some other grumpy old man.
That word? I don't know yet. I'm still checking stuff out. Come here, you.
You see, they got me so big enough.
Yeah.
Last time I was over there.
Just be everywhere.
That's what's up. I need me a promotion. I didn't do that on my own, though. What happened to my stabler? Oh, I already put it away. It's already put away. So we got to have this back. I need to start taking stuff that I put in here back out. Now we're overwhelmed and inundated with crap. I had a tape measure in there. Oh, I don't know where it is. The preliminary diagnosis is that there are no leaks in the system. It could be as simple as the thermostat set too low. I'm gonna manually adjust the thermostat and see where this thing kicks on and off.
Trying to see 66.
Fan just on.
Nothing's on. So let's turn it.
Damn.
Bang it, Bobby.
So we're at 1, which is nothing, basically. Oh no, we're at 0. I guess 0 doesn't count, so it just says 1.
We're going to turn it up to 3.
See where it goes after that. So, for this one, we checked out our evaporator. No ice on the coil. It looked like it was low, but there are no ports in order to check the charge. Condenser coil's clean. Check the potentiometer. Condenser kicks on when you turn it down. We are getting some cooling effect out of there, but it's going to take a while to get all that moisture out from the ice and all the water inside there. But we are already in overtime. I don't think this was approved for overtime. So we are going to put in for more gaskets and probably putting taps in there so we can check charge, pull the charge out if we need to, find a leak if we need to, pressurize it if we need to. But all that has to be approved. So there was supposed to be a part 2 to this video meticulously detailing the recovery process, brazing on permanent service ports, evacuating the system, and recharging. But my assistant lost all the footage when they accidentally deleted the wrong folder. Anyway, I ended up opening the system and brazed in permanent reference ports. It's good practice to braze with nitro and purge after. When I purged, let me tell you, when I went to purge, I heard a little pop, unmistakable really. That was a restriction blowing out of the cap tube. I would have missed it if it wasn't for having done about 100 of these over and over in the past. Just kind of general wisdom gained through experience. I then vacuumed it down, the system down to 200 microns, and added the factory charge. You can usually find that right on the data tag. Now I set the dial to 1 and waited. My temp probe was on the inside, waited for about maybe 45 minutes, and it pulled down to about 35 degrees. So I just took the knob with me. They're not changing anything else on my watch. No, they're not gonna get me again. So that is another one in the books. So until next time, I'll let you boy.